This is a preview from our hair color masterclass. We focus on natural hair color levels 1 through 5. We focus on the eumelanin pigments. In this session, we will blend away the gray, we'll drop some baby lights around the front fringe area and hairline, and we'll put some teasy highlights in the crown. This is the finished look. In this session, we'll show you how to make it happen. It all begins with the hair analysis. She has a keratin treatment on her hair. She has approximately 1.5 to 2 inches of new growth. 40 to 60% of that new growth is gray. So the first thing we want to do is blend away the gray. She currently has a demi-permanent hair color on her hair, so it would be fairly easy for us to go in and lift with bleach. Although the brunette hair color was beautiful for the winter, now that we're moving into summer and we've got the 4th of July and weddings and graduations to go to, we really want to warm up her complexion and brighten up her overall look with a few highlights to frame her face. We're beginning the color process with the highlights first. After we process and lift for the highlights, then we'll take her to the shampoo bowl, rebond her, dry her, and then we'll apply the toner and we'll blend away the gray at the same time. I superimpose the diagram of how we're laying the baby lights right at the front hairline. We're doing back-to-back baby lights, 3 in a row. We want the center, the top of her head, right in the front hairline to be the brightest of blondes. We're using irregular zigzag partings so that there will be no sharp edges at the roots. And the baby lights are really tiny hairs. You want the hair that you're highlighting to be thin. You want to be able to see through the hair that you're painting with the bleach. Because textured hair is coily and wavy and not straight, you want to use super thin partings because it's so important that the product completely saturates the hair. Now, this client is a natural hair color levels 1 or 2, and she is 40 to 60% gray. We're going to use a level 5 demi-permanent hair color to blend away the gray, and we're going to lift her natural hair color. Well, actually, it's not her natural hair color. She's rocking a level 4 demi-permanent. So we're going to eat through that demi-permanent, and we're going to lift her to a level 9, level 8, and possibly a little 7. All clients with eumelanin have to be double processed when they want to go blonde. And thank God for modern technology, we have bleaches now that will give us 9 levels of lift with built-in bond builders. Now, when we talk about natural hair color levels 1 through 5, what we're talking about is darkest black to medium brown. Now, all minorities, and when I was thinking about it while I was making the video, it's really not the minority, it's really the majority. Most of the women on earth are a natural hair color level 1 through 5. That's Mexican, Indian, Asian, African, Brazilian, Polynesian, Eskimo, Black American, Greek, Italian. Most of the earth has eumelanin. But in beauty school, they only teach you to deal with faux melanin. Now manufacturers are trying to get on the ethnic textured hair color game, and they're giving demonstrations and they're giving classes, and they're turning my sister's hair orange and they're calling it blonde. I see stylists on YouTube trying to learn how to do hair color, and they're ending up at the red-orange stage, and so they're calling it, what did I see one call it, copper. So no. Copper is copper and blonde is blonde, and Beauty Wellness Hair Care is going to teach you how to go blonde. In order to eliminate the pigments in the cortex layer, the bleaching agent has to penetrate the cuticle layers. The epicuticle layer, then you have the exocuticle layer, and you have the endocuticle layer. The alkali causes the cuticle layers to swell, and the bleaching product can enter into the cortex layer where the pigments reside. And what the bleaching agent does is it oxidizes the color out of the pigment cells. The cells don't actually go away, but the color is eliminated. Hair that contains eumelanin is always going to pull red orange. So when you're formulating and when you're lifting, you always have to compensate for that red orange stage that you have to break through. Now, here's a perfect example. Her hair has been rinsed, rebonded, and dried. And you see here it's still a lot of warmth. I knew it was going to come up warm because we were eating through a level 4 demi-permanent, and anything lower than a level 5 is going to drop red orange into the hair. But no big deal. I'm a master colorist, so I knew what the result of the lift would be, so I had already pre-formulated what my toner would be. And it's the toner that's going to kill the red orange and give me a beautiful cool blonde. So what you see here is the demi-permanent hair color on the new growth to blend away the gray, and I've applied that toner and the demi-permanent at the same time. And this is her hair shampoo, rinsed, and conditioned. Wet hair looks 2 levels darker than it actually is. And this is her beautiful face framing highlights. And look at her roots. There is no gray. She looks 20 years younger. I am not kidding. She doesn't have on any makeup, and already she looks brighter and more refreshed and more youthful. Now this is the before. We see the transformation. I'm gonna just be quiet and let you look at what's going on. This was a very simple transformation. We didn't use any more than 15 foils. We used baby lights around the fringe front perimeter, and we used teasy highlights in the crown. You know, a lot of textured hair girls think they can only go blonde if it's super short. They don't think they can have blonde hair and grow it out. Beauty Wellness Hair Care can teach you to go blonde and keep your healthy hair. I see a lot of very talented stylists stop at this red orange stage. This is just the beginning. All we've done here is laid the pattern for the highlights. We have not even got into the color of the highlights. What you have to understand is that hair color is a process. It's not like a relaxer. It's not like a silk press, right? Hair color constantly changes and evolves, and you have to be ahead of the change for the conditioning benefits and the beautiful hair color benefits. You don't just tone once and never tone again, right? Depending on the lifestyle, you might have to tone every 3 weeks. Her highlights are really beautiful, and they have really transformed her look. I didn't go deep into the specifics and the technicalities of the foil placement and the formula for the bleach because that's a little bit too in depth for a YouTube video. If you want to find out exactly what was going on in this video from a technical standpoint, then come visit us at our website at beautywellnesshaircare.com and click the button for Masterclass.